Hi and welcome again to the channel Newtown Naughty Boy. I was going to attempt to do an unboxing video, but I think things got in the way, and actually I unboxed my new chronograph before doing the video. So I'm going to kind of simulate unboxing this chronograph, even though I have had it out and I have actually used it. So this review is about the chronograph from Poland called Air Chrony, and it's a new chronograph, as I've said, for me, and I've tried it out and it seems to work very well. So what I intend to do is to do a part one where we just have a look at the chronograph to see how it works, and then I'll do a part two where I test the chronograph out and show you how that part works as well. There may be other parts after that, who knows, but we'll continue now with the unboxing of the Air Chrony. So as you can see, the item that we're reviewing or looking at today just comes in a white box. Now I was going to order this from Blackpool Air Guns, or BAR, Blackpool Air Rifles, but they were out of stock, so I had to look elsewhere in the world for this particular type of chronograph, and I found it in Poland, which is, I believe, where the product is actually manufactured, and I got a reasonable price, I think, for this item. I think it cost me about £150 to get it here, something like that, after conversion from euros to pounds. So it arrives in a white box. Let's see what's inside. So as I say, just a white box, and inside we have some instructions, a bit of bubble wrap, and the product itself. There we are, Air Chrony. So that's all that's inside this box. Now I believe you can order this product with certainly with some extras. So you can order, I believe, a soft case for this to keep it in. You can also order a tray that fits along the bottom here to rest your gun on, so that you're aiming into this hole here in the right position each time. And you can also, I believe, order a tripod to put this on. So there are some additional things. Now for me, I thought I would just order this as it was, and then see what else I might need, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that I probably don't need any of those extras, and I'll show you why. Okay, so here we have the item, and I'm just going to do a quick measurement for you. It's about 13 centimeters high, about 7 centimeters across, and its depth is about 8.5 centimeters. So quite a small device, much smaller than the F1 Chrony that I have been using. So what do we have here then? Well, we have our on-off switch here. We have 3 buttons here that enable us to set the chronograph up, and that's about it. On the back here we have our battery compartment, which is just a flip piece of metal that covers a battery tray here, which I'll try to pull out. Obviously I've got batteries in there already, but it takes 3 AAA batteries, and as I say, that's really it as far as the construction. You obviously shoot through here, and if we look at the top of the inside there, we can see 2 slits. Now I suspect that's where the measurement takes place, and on the bottom there it's kind of got a mirrored finish. Now I suspect one of the things that's important with this device is that this surface here at the bottom is actually kept quite clean, because whatever is actually whatever light source is actually falling down there probably needs a good reflection to enable a good measurement to take place. So one of the other things to mention here is that on the bottom is a threaded hole here for a tripod, which I mentioned earlier you could purchase, but what I found was that a standard tripod would actually fit this anyway. So I've got here my spotting scope tripod, and it fits anyway. So if you've got a normal camera tripod or something like what I've got here, it's going to fit this anyway, and you can purchase very short or small tripods anyway easily from somewhere like eBay, and if you wanted to raise this device up in some way off a bench or something else, then this would be the ideal way of doing it. So the instructions that come with the device, it's just an A4 sheet really folded on the front. It details the fact that it's an accurate chronograph for air guns, airsoft and paintball. It gives you some parameters here, and it details what the measurement functions are, and inside you get a functions diagram showing you what the 3 buttons here do and where you might get to various places, and on the back a quick start, paragraph, operating instructions and settings. I did find this a little bit confusing, but I think I have mastered it. I may therefore do another video to show you how to actually operate the settings on here, but that may be down to you guys. If you feel that you are struggling with this, then I may do that. So the other thing to mention as well on the device, which I've forgotten, but on the side here what we've got is a standard mini USB socket, and we have a small dot here which is a reset, one of these little pinhole reset push in button things here. So I guess if things go wrong inside, then maybe that's like a factory reset. But of course this USB here enables you to connect this device to a PC or laptop, and you can record your measurements on your computer, and that again may be something that we look at as part of another video, how to set that up. So I'm just going to switch the chronograph on, and we won't do any shooting today, but I will just flick the switch down and show you. It's got a nice blue display. It says Air Chrony Mark III, the version number of the software inside, which I believe can be updated, and then the device says that it's ready with 3 zeros, so it's ready to measure. It also has under here energy that's going to be displayed once you start to shoot through the device, and your velocity. In this particular instance it says feet per second. Now when I bought the device it said meters per second. I've changed that from metric to imperial using these buttons here. So that's one thing that you can configure, along with obviously your pellet weight, which is obviously set through these buttons through a series of menus. A little bit confusing how this works, but as I said, it may be that I do another video on these buttons as well, so we'll see. So you've set it up and you're ready to shoot through, and we'll look at that on the next video. Oh, one aspect that I will add is the reason why I've bought this chronograph, because many of you may know from previous videos that I do have a Chrony, or I did have a Chrony F1, and if you've looked at my videos you will see that in my garage how I've had to set the Chrony F1 up. I've had to have an elaborate array of lights, incandescent lights set up above the sunshades to enable me to use the Chrony F1 indoors. It was quite an elaborate array of things that I had to set up on my workmate to enable me to do my measurements, and it used to take me 5 minutes to set this up. So when I saw that someone at my shooting club had got one of these, and I'd kind of verified with them that this could be used indoors, then that sold it to me, because I don't have to do anything with this. It doesn't need any special lighting. You can use this indoors, and that's it. It will just work, and I've tested this out and it's great. So I just really put this on the box here and shoot through it with a backstop obviously, and it just works. So I've sold my Chrony F1 because I just don't need it. It's superfluous to my needs. I'm almost always going to be testing my air rifles out in the garage, so this probably won't move from outside my garage. So I just wanted to add that to this video, because I think that's an important selling point here, because this can be used inside and outdoors as well. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and found it useful, please press like. If you want to see any more of my videos, then please press the subscribe button and you will be notified of other videos that come along, especially obviously part 2s and 3s maybe of this particular chronograph. Okay, so that's it for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.